Hey, seventh grade. I'm here, and I'm here to talk to you about human inheritance, and more like modern genetics. Okay? So, the main thing we need to talk about is that we are now talking about genetics that aren't mental time, but like now. We're now in the present. Or right now, you guys are watching me, and it's the past. Freaky. Alright, anyways. So, there are this section is patterns um, of human inheritance, okay? And there are three main patterns of human inheritance that we're going to study today that particularly relate to alleles. Oh, that's the bell. That's okay. The alleles kind of concept that we were talking about, okay? So I did that one with the mouse, which is interesting. So one type would be single genes, okay? So we're talking like single genes controlled by two alleles, okay? So what does that mean? That's exactly what we've been doing so far. Okay, single genes controlled by two alleles is exactly what I'm doing. So this is like normal law of dominance, right? Which is, and I'll give you a Punnett square that kind of would look like it. It would look like just normal deal, right? I don't know. You have like a homozygous dominant guy and heterozygote, and you combine all these together, and it's a normal Punnett square. Exactly what we've been doing for the past couple weeks, okay? Another pattern of human inheritance, which now this is where it gets, whoa, a little new, is we're actually going to learn about multiple alleles. So loads of alleles controlling a single gene, okay? We'll call this multiple alleles. So what does that mean, okay? Um, Controlling one gene, okay? Remember, a gene ultimately feeds out into a phenotype, eventually expresses itself in the phenotype. So in this case, I don't know, let's just lay something down here. Round, wrinkled, okay? An example of multiple alleles, sorry, I didn't mean to distract you there. The example of multiple alleles that we're going to be going over soon is actually, we're talking about blood types, okay? There's many types of alleles for blood typing. So for example, instead of just being like big R, little r, there's actually many, many different alleles that you can get. For example, you can be type A, we're going to talk about this. You can be type B, you can be type AB, you could be type O, okay? In some cases, some of these are dominant. Like if you're AO, you're type A, okay? Or the only, and so this is something we are going to talk about later, okay? But remember, blood typing, your blood type, if you got like a driver's license and you said you're a donor and need to somehow indicate your blood type, it's also really important to know your blood type in case something really crazy happens to you. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, blood types are actually controlled by multiple alleles. So many different alleles control what blood type you are. And you can probably see why that's important. Because if you didn't have the right blood type, your body could reject the blood that someone gives you if you got sick, right? Um, yeah, that's pretty important. So maybe you should figure out what's your blood type here. What's your blood type? Huh? I am type O. I'm pretty sure. That was last time I checked. And yeah, so we'll do some Punnett square problems there, but let's get the last one. The last type is traits controlled by many genes, okay? Controlled by many genes, okay? That means that we're talking about, for example, we're going to do an experiment, but eye color, eye, hair, it's not one gene that makes you have brown hair and one gene that makes you have black hair. It's much more complicated than that. Many, many genes contribute to your eye color, your hair color, your height. Okay? Whoa. Uh-oh. Keep. Oh, geez. Wow, what just happened there? I'm hearing. Alright. Many different genes control your eye color, your hair. Okay? So remember, the three things we went over are single genes controlled by two alleles. Then we had multiple alleles controlling one gene, which would be like, we're talking about blood typing. Okay? Um, and it's actually, if you think about that, it's actually multiple alleles. Okay, you just got to get that into your mind. Okay, it's kind of hard. We're